natürlich auch gleich die Siegerehrung geben. Bitte bleiben Sie auf den Plätzen. Genießen Sie jetzt einfach die Bilder. Sie hat es tatsächlich wieder geschafft. Maria Sharapova.
Vielleicht kannst du deinen Ball unterschreiben. Stimmt doch, ne? Was ist da gerade mit dem runter? Jetzt machen sie da vorne die Rampen und dann fahren sie den runter.
Ein Superstar im Glück.
Well, Maria, that makes it 3 in a row. Was this the toughest of the 3 finals you played so far?
Absolutely. I was down and out in the match, and I played so great in for the first half of the match, and I really thought that it might not be my day today, and then I somehow turned it around.
You were down a set in 3-1, ball for 4-1, and then at 3-2, break point for 4-2, you came up with an amazing back. Do you think that was the turning point?
Well, it's only one shot at that point, and I got myself back to juice, but it gave me another chance to get back into the match, and it's not only 1 point, it's a combination of a lot of points. I think I was close to losing the first match 2 points away, so I was still here, and I gave myself another chance to compete.
You know, I've seen you do this so many times. If I wouldn't have seen it, I would say, oh, maybe this backhand was lucky, but as one says, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. In your case, is this something you were born with, or is this something you worked on? How can you do it that you can come back and win matches like this over and over again?
I really love this sport, and I love competing, and I just turned 27 years old. I've played this for a really long time, but there's nothing that gives me greater pleasure than playing in front of all of you, because that's what's special, the energy, the feeling when you step out and serve for a match, or you're down when they lift you up. I really, that's what I live for, and that's why I still play.
There is kind of a special rhythm when you play. You finish a point, win or lose, you go back, you turn around, and then you come back. And I just wonder, when you turn around, what goes through your head?
Well, it depends what situation it is in the match. Usually, if I'm playing really well, you try to kind of keep that focus, and if you're down, it gives you a few seconds to think of what you can change. But I've done it for a really long time, and I guess it keeps me calm, or it gives me a chance to yell at myself.
Well, you sometimes yell out there between shots. I heard actually that this is something that you don't do so much when you practice. Has this something to do with adrenaline also that builds when you're playing a big match like this?
Well, I've done it for such a long time, since I was a kid, so I guess not much has changed since then.
Well, you certainly play a hell of a lot better. Now, just looking forward a little bit, I mean, this is like the opening clay court tournament for the French. How much of a boost does this give you? And do you feel you're playing maybe as well as you played 2012 when you won the French?
I never like to compare situations. I had a really tough last year. I missed 5 or 6 months out of the year, and I had quite a slow beginning to the year. And my team and I have been working really hard to get to the position to win matches, and to be able to win a title like this is so special. So.
And it's very special for us to have you here. Congratulations, and in a few seconds we'll go over to the prize ceremony. know, this was an extremely tough one to lose, but I hope this just compensated you a little bit for this loss.
It definitely does. I'm speechless. Thank you so much.
It seemed like this match had two phases, the beginning until 3-1, and then, it had a couple big points coming up there, at 3-1, at 3-2, and it felt like from the outside, if you make this, maybe you get over the hill, but then she's one of the toughest competitor out there that you can possibly meet. How did that feel when she actually made that backhand on that particular break point?
Well, from the first moment on, I think it was a very close match, and it was always few balls that could decide each game, and I was 5 love up, but, it was such a tough competition, and it went on throughout the match, and definitely in that second set, she's a great player, and she went for some shots and made some amazing points, and, this is what happens, when you play top players and finals, and, but, I had my opportunity there that I didn't use, but, there is always next time.
As you might have seen in the next Mal, you have to come back after this one. Just one word for your team in the box there, jumping up and down, very excited. How much of a team effort is it to get as far in a tournament like this?
Well, it's always team effort, you're never alone, and we compete by ourselves out here, but it's always great team behind you and great support, not only what you see here, but also back home and all the people here, and it's when you're playing for all of them, and they help you get through tough moments and good moments, and I'm very grateful for that.
Thank you very much, Anna Ivanovic, unsere Finalistin. Sie gewann mit 2000 Sharapova. You've done a lot of things in your career, but you never won 3 times in a row the same tournament. How does that feel?
Oh, I didn't think about that. It's really special, and I think it's extra special for me because the tournament is here, and I feel like I'm a small part of the Porsche family, and it's been an incredible few years for me at this tournament, from the atmosphere to the fans to everyone that works and make this event so special. I come back every year and it gets better and better, and I think we need to congratulate Mark because this is his 10th anniversary of hosting one of the best tournaments on tour, correct? Is that true? So
what I find amazing about you is years ago you said something about clay courts that obviously you did not exactly appreciate them. I don't even know if you're aware of the fact that you are the one that has the highest percentage of winning matches of all active players on this particular surface. So first of all, I don't know if you know that, and secondly, what did turn it around for you?
I think I was just so sick of being bad on it. This is something I worked so hard in my career because I knew that movement on the clay was always going to be the most challenging for me, and the French Open was the one tournament that I hadn't won out of all the Grand Slams, and especially coming from injuries, when I held that trophy, I realized that that's one I really, really, really worked for, and I continue to try to build every year on the surface.
And you are building. Congratulations again. And of course, we have some flowers and we have a trophy for you. Und dann gibt es ja dann auch noch so ein kleines Ding, das nicht allzu viel wiegt. Es gibt so ein kleines Ding, there's a little thing, it doesn't weigh very much, but it moves something pretty quickly once you turn it. And if I remember correctly, Mr. Müller has it in his pocket. Und natürlich spreche ich von Schlüssel zu diesem wunderschönen Ding da in der Ecke. Und da man bei ihr sagen kann, same procedure as last year, same procedure as every year, weiß ich auch, was hingeht.